What's going on, guys? Matty here, or Twigg, and welcome to a next episode of Youth Squad Challenge with Wolverhampton Wanderers. As you can see, our first game is against Brentford. We are playing probably our best team. I think every game we play thus far has been with our best team, to be honest. But we do go 1-0 up early on in with a penalty, actually. I never realised that. By Halalovic in the 14th minute. Can get a yellow card, Chambers gets a yellow card, which isn't quite that uncommon. So we try all their scores, and this game was actually quite weird because we had quite a few players going off on international duties, which kind of took the piss. The Sart now scores in the 83rd minute to give us a 3-0 victory against an opponent that I was expecting to absolutely annihilate. Next game is against Charlton Athletic. If any of us watched my last series, my first game was against Charlton. I won 4-0, so I'm going to be expecting a good game against them. And they miss a penalty in the 2nd minute. Kishner scores in the 13th minute, and they get a yellow card in the 23rd. They score in the 27th with Bruyne, I think his name is. Tellemans gets a yellow card in the 36th. We get so many yellow cards on this team, it's ridiculous. And Bolo does score though in the 52nd minute and gets a yellow card in the 54th. So he scored and hacked someone down, I'm guessing. And it goes all the way down. A couple of changes are made, but we seem to hold it. It's a 3-1 victory. 2 goals for Mbolo. Sorry, 87th minute, Mbolo scored another one. And we are really doing good. So this is the Youth Squad report. I forgot to put it in the beginning of the episode. So here you go. Thus far, James has went up by 1. Let's just sort it out. So, and Andorra hasn't done it. So James went up by 1. Jedvar hasn't. Rekic hasn't. Can has. Stark has. You guys can see. Pause if you want to see a specific player. But the main man, it's always going to be about Raheem Sterling and Tillyman, who's been up by 1, who I'm really happy with at the moment. He's playing solid, and Lucas Anderson is really good. I'm really surprised by him. Sterling hasn't went up that well. I mean, his free kick taking is just terrible on this. Like, all of his stats are shit, and it's quite disappointing because I was expecting better from the lad. He is a good player, as much as I am really pissed off that he left Liverpool, because I am a Liverpool fan. But I can see why he's done it, so I'm not going to really go much into it. But I do have to cover one thing. Well, you're going to be seeing the gameplay in the background as always. You can see we're in the 6th place. But somebody in the comments for the intro said that I'm copying MDH's series. Yes, I agree. I did state that I am. It didn't really piss me off as much as frustrate me, because if he watched the entire video, he would realise I was just paying homage to the series. I thought it was a really good idea, so I decided to continue. I kind of do put my own spin on it, which there is no spin apart from the fact that I'm just changed the team up, made my own team. But I just think it's a way that any good fan would do it. So if you don't like it, then I'm sorry, but it's going to be in the series for me right now. I'm really enjoying it. Also, I want to apologise for not uploading the video yesterday. It really just came down to the fact that I just didn't have the time. I've been really busy. A lot of things in my personal life have occurred to make it just near impossible for me to record certain days. So yeah, that's the reason. And we almost score a free kick by Sterling, and that is a header by, I think it's Halalovic. But this was an amazing one. Okay, 15 minutes in, he just oversteps his Markson, pass straight through to Kishner, who just stands there and just puts it in the back of the net. Lovely strike. 16 minutes in, Kishner has scored, and yeah, I can't remember even know what it's called. He just over-attacked it really. He just put too much pressure in, give him still enough for him to just slot himself in between him and the other player. And yeah, and we make a huge mistake at the 20th. We pass it back to them. McKay runs straight down. We cannot get him. Pass it to Kivitz. Back to McKay. We clear it. Rekic decides to pass it out, but unfortunately McKay grabs it back, passes it over to Hughes, and Hughes just does that whole overpowered slide in mid-slide, somehow gets superpowers, and he just dominates it. I am so fucking surprised. I'm so sorry for swearing as well, but I was really pissed off at that point. I was thinking, personally, I think we should have been winning massively. We really should have been going down. Well, we really shouldn't have been going for the draw, because at that point, up until then, we were really doing well. But they just dominated after this. They just really destroyed us. Everyone knows Wigan probably should be a BPL team now. but unfortunately haven't really had the chances, and we go into half time with 1-1, 16-minute gap between the two goals, which is quite strange. And we go into the second half and they have this beautiful pass and play situation here. He gets around two of the players, back up to McLean. McLean now runs straight through. I just believe, yeah, look at that, he just gets around two players because I overcommitted, missed, and we just managed to clear it. Unfortunately we don't. Back to Cowie. Cowie misses, and that was almost their goal, and that is just that's pretty much the motto of this story, is that we just constantly getting dicked on. They get in and they do create a bunch of chances. Fortunately for us we can clear it, but it goes back to Cowie, who decides to strike it and it goes in the back of the net. Scuffet couldn't save it, and where's his feet, where's his shoes gone? I really need to know, because they do, well, they just dominated. They really did. They just annihilated us. I couldn't believe it. This was a game I really wanted to win, because I really think that we should be having a higher position with the team that we've got. Maybe just because I'm a shit player, I don't know. But as you can see, goes in the 89th minute. Literally nothing happened in this game. It was all a midfield battle. We just couldn't defend or do anything really against them. But I have learned a few things. I've learned that world class, which is the difficulty I'm playing on, passing is huge. I mean, other ones you can just run straight to the defence and get around them, but world class it takes a lot more to beat. As you can see, the next game we go straight into a game playing our best team possible against Millwall, a team that I really want to win against. I think they're a pretty solid team in real life, and Bolo scores in the 90th minute, the 21st Williams scores, which takes the 1-0, and I'm thinking, oh shit, we're going to have it. But Tillyman gets sent off, and that's a little bit piss take. But Sterling just slotted in the 47th minute, the man who really should be putting all the chances in. I mean, he really needs to. And yeah, so 2-1 with Mbolo, Sterling, and they make it 2-2 with Martins and Williams to end the game off. The last game of the episode, guys, is against Blackpool. Sorry, I completely zoned out. I should have really knew that, because it's right on the screen, but the screen's really small for me. And when you get a yellow card in the 12th minute, going straight through into past the 26 minutes and 28 minutes, sorry, Sterling scores. And we just continue. I always picture these games that we just dominate. Grimaldo gets sent off. They do score, but we go straight back with Guayeza, who was replacing what's his face here, Tillyman. And Bolo scores, who's been probably one of the most surprising players for this team. Anderson does get injured, but that's nothing common. And this is coming to the end of the episode. The league table will be coming up on the screen any second now. And as you can see, we are currently situated in 5th position. Sorry, my voice just went. Which is really good, you know. Watford, Derby, Leeds, and as you can see, everyone else. So thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, hit that dislike button. Comment if you have any constructive criticism. Comment if you just want to say hi. I always reply. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.